Resting beneath the waves off India's western coast is a vast network of ancient masonry, matching descriptions of a city long thought lost to time. For centuries, the Sanskrit epics have spoken of a fortified coastal capital commissioned by Sri Krishna, a sanctuary designed for both beauty and defense. To protect the Yadava people from the repeated military incursions of Jarasandh in Mathura, the texts claim Krishna led a migration to the edge of the Arabian Sea. This city was built on land measuring 12 yojanas, featuring 900 palaces constructed with gold, detailed with pure silver, and adorned with emeralds and diamonds. Modern historians traditionally categorize this entire narrative as religious allegory, viewing the description of a gold-walled city as a poetic impossibility rather than a historical record. The scriptures also detail a rapid and catastrophic end for Dwarka, occurring shortly after the conclusion of the Mahabharata War. According to the texts, the city's downfall was predestined by a series of events, including the grief of Queen Gandhari and a curse from visiting sages that targeted the Yadava lineage. The Harivansa Purana records that as Sri Krishna left the mortal plane, the dark ocean rose up to reclaim the land, washing over the huge walls and submerging the entire metropolis. While the cause of the sinking is framed in the language of the divine, the specific environmental conditions described, a sudden and total coastal inundation, provided a precise template for researchers to investigate. Evidence of an ancient coastal presence began appearing in the 1930s, when pilots reported seeing geometric structures through the clear water, leading to the first formal excavations near Bet Dwarka in 1963. In 1979, archaeologist Dr. S.R. Rao began a more ambitious project, theorizing that the ruins described in the Mahabharata could be located by mapping the seabed's unique topology. Working with limited government funding and early model diving gear, Rao's team relied on the expertise of local fishermen to pinpoint anomalies on the ocean floor. At 30 meters depth, they discovered a massive 560-meter-long stone wall. Its sharp, right-angled corners and interlocking blocks confirmed it was a man-made fortification. Divers recovered 3 holed stone anchors and massive pillars, items that point towards a society capable of managing a sophisticated international harbor. Dr. Rao's discovery shifted the conversation from faith to archaeology, establishing that a large-scale harbor city once stood exactly where the ancient texts claimed it should be. Even with the physical structures documented, the findings met significant resistance from the broader academic community. Many historians argued that connecting these underwater ruins to the specific figure of Krishna was a leap of logic, labeling the project as a theological exercise rather than objective science. Yet, by 1990, the evidence was undeniable. Teams cataloged over 500 artifacts, including pottery and seals, alongside a defined urban grid. By the end of the century, the debate reached a turning point. The question was no longer whether a city existed, but how a civilization of this scale could be completely overwhelmed by the sea. In 2001, the search became high-tech. The Archaeological Survey of India deployed advanced sonar and sub-bottom profilers to create a digital map of the sediment layers beneath the Arabian Sea. This topological data allows scientists to model the ancient coastline using sea level rise theory. Geological records show that 10,000 years ago, Arabian sea levels were 25 meters lower, exposing a vast coastal plain. Around 5000 BC, rapid glacial melting triggered a massive surge, permanently inundating the reclaimed land. This Indian data correlates with global climate records. Similar catastrophic sea level rises occurred during the same era across the Caribbean and Indonesia. The account of an ocean rising to swallow the city now has a physical anchor in the geological record. The ancient descriptions of a sinking metropolis align with a known period of global environmental change. The final confirmation came from laboratory analysis, as wood samples and pottery shards from the site were submitted for international carbon dating. Some artifacts returned dates as old as 9,000 years, suggesting that a highly organized society was active in India long before the rise of the Harappan civilization. Crucially, other key structures were dated to approximately 5,000 years ago, matching the timeline traditional scholars assign to the events of the Mahabharata. In February 2024, this intersection of archaeology and scripture was formally recognized at the highest level of the Indian government. Prime Minister Narendra Modi conducted a scuba dive to the ruins on the seafloor to offer peacock feathers, a symbolic gesture that officially bridged the gap between ancient heritage and modern history. The discovery of Dwarka suggests that ancient epics are often more than just theology. They are the records of a civilization's journey, waiting for science to reach the depths where the truth is stored.